Hello, Earth signs. Okay, so I'm Ash. Welcome, welcome. We are going to be doing Earth signs for the month of March and pulling some Moonology Oracle cards as well. And we're going to start off with Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. If you guys don't mind, if it resonates, click like, subscribe, share with your followers. If you want to get a hold of me or find me to book a private reading, you can do so in the description box below. If you want to skip ahead to your signs reading, look at the comment pinned below. In the comment section, you will find the timestamp there. But we are starting off with Capricorns. Okay. So Capricorns for March. We'll be back each week to do weekly readings with you guys. But for now, since it's March 1st on a Sunday, we will be doing, or I'll be doing, I should say, a monthly overall spread for you guys. Okay, just a few more. One more. Okay, so Capricorn. So you guys have the Two of Pentacles as well as the Three of Cups reversed, okay? So you guys are noticing that there's a lot of things that are off balance. And here too, Two of Pentacles is you guys, but you could be dealing with a Cancer as well. And this comes with the Three of Pentacles. So even though you guys are trying to keep things sort of, hone in on your skills and what you're good at, you may be noticing that there might be a little bit of issues relationship-wise. Emotionally, things may feel a little bit off balance. Now, in the past, you guys have the Devil, which is your guys' card as well. So it's showing a sense of codependency where you might have had to be reliant on other people. So now you're finally trying to balance things out that you can do so yourself, which is good. Your advice this month is the King of Pentacles reversed. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, but it's basically saying to watch out for any decision making, any decisions you make when it comes towards the things that are of real value to you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be money, but making sure that you aren't putting yourself at risk going forward. Now, in the first few weeks of the month, you have the Five of Pentacles. So some of you may be feeling like you're a little bit left out of the cold, that you're doing it alone. And that's because you're getting used to doing things more independently. Where you're at right now is the Hermit, though, which is awesome. That's a perfect spot to be, because this allows you guys to really go within and find those answers on your own instead of working around other people or having them always clinging to you. Now, the energy around you is that of the Four of Cups, which is awesome because it allows you guys, you could again be dealing with a Cancer, but it allows you guys to be more emotionally stable and have more emotionally stable relationships around you, which is really good. Now, your want for this month is the Empress. So you want to be able to bring things into fruition and make your goals come true and do it on your own. Really bring those things into abundance. And you end up the month with the card of Sagittarius, which is Temperance. Temperance is always sort of a warning to make sure that you're not saying, that you're too relaxed to the point where you're like, oh, screw it, not doing anything to help yourself, but sort of taking things in stride emotionally as you work towards your goals. So you guys are definitely working this month on keeping your emotions in balance as you keep yourself heading into hard work and trying to get things accomplished at the same time. It's sort of finding that balance for you guys. So that's really good to work towards. So just make sure you're not making any crazy risky moves. That's going to be important this month, Capricorns. Okay. Okay. So you guys got New Moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. So not expecting the worst. Really going within, being independent, making those decisions, not letting anything stop you. Surrender to the divine, full moon. So to me, that's sort of like the Hermit, where you're going within. and really coming to those answers you need within yourself instead of always relying on other people. And bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. And to me, it doesn't have to mean romantic love, but it's passion and excitement. So whether you're taking care of yourself, working towards your goals, finding that balance, really enjoy the journey. It's not always the destination, but it's also about the journey. So it's going to be really good for you guys to bring that passion forward as well. Okay, so next we have Taurus. The first deck we worked with was the Hermetic Tarot and the Moonology Oracle cards. This is the Halloween Tarot. I'm just switching them up because they're just sort of ready to go in piles, so it's always fun to grab something new and switch it up. Okay. Get to use set of decks you don't use as much either. One more shuffle. You guys are the pentacles of the zodiac, the earth signs. Oh, I want that one. Okay. Okay, we just had a jumper. We'll put it to the side. And that is the Eight of Bats reversed. So some of you may be feeling emotionally a little bit stuck right now, like things aren't working in your favor. Emotions may be running high for you, feeling like you don't know how to fix things, that sort of thing. So let's see what's going on for Taurus for March. You're showing a little bit of heartbreak. You could be dealing with a water sign, which could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the Page of Ghosts. You could also be dealing with a Libra with the Three of Bats. But it's showing that there is, with opportunities, you're trying to start new opportunities emotionally for yourself, but you're feeling kind of heartbroken while you're doing it. But it's good that you're trying this because you have the Wheel of Fortune right now. So while things are kind of at an opportune moment for you to go and change things emotionally around in the relationships that aren't working the way you'd like, this would be the time to do that. Now, it shows in the past because you have the Two of Pentacles, which could be dealing before in the past, or Two of Pumpkins with a Capricorn. But it's just showing that things have been really unstable for you guys. But your advice this month is the Knight of Pumpkins. So you guys are getting a lot of earthy cards, which are you guys, pumpkins, pentacles, whatever. And it's just showing to take every moment as it comes and really take those opportunities and don't be scared to run with them. Be driven. In the first few weeks of the month of March, you're going to notice here, Taurus, the King of Imps. So you're going to want to really be driven to succeed. Really go after things with full abandon. Be that fiery nature sign. This is Sagittarius card, so make sure that you're being stubborn and really fighting for what you want. But make sure that you're also not being stubborn to the extent where you're not being open-minded to other people's feelings either. You know where you're at right now is Ace of Imps. So you're definitely feeling that sort of stallness right now with your fiery nature where you're not feeling like you have that drive to go after what you want. And I think it's because of that little bit of heartbreak or loss that you're sensing. This could also be because of a Leo, but you guys are dealing with a lot of petty arguments and fighting that doesn't really necessarily have to be going on. It's just sort of what it is, and you have to decide to make those changes and really go after the changes you want in your relationships. Now, your worry is the High Priestess, that all this, because it's reversed, and this is also your card as being Venus for Taurus, is, oh, sorry, I was thinking the Empress, where you're not listening to your instincts and you're not paying attention to what you need to be doing because the signs are there, but you're almost not making that effort that you need to. And by the end of the month, you have the Seven of Bats. So you might be walking away from things that aren't serving you any longer, making those changes that you really want, whether it's saying, you know, screw it to the way you're doing things mentally at this moment or your way of thinking and really changing things up, or choosing to walk away. It'll totally be up to you, but you'll know whether or not when you're dealing with these people, whether or not it's going to be worth your while to keep the fight up by the end of the month. Either you'll give in and really decide to change things for the better, or just say screw it and cut your losses. But I still think it's good to give it all you got, and then you know what you're working with. Then you know if you do walk away from a situation or a person or what have you, then you know that you did everything you could. Okay, so let's see what Taurus gets for oracles from March. And for Taurus, you got new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. So again, don't let those things stop you in those relationships. Just because things aren't working out the way you're doing it just means you need to come at things with a new approach. But don't let your emotions stop you from going after what you want. And then it's time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So definitely a time to really see things from the other situation, from both sides of you, not just your own. And then we have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon, which shows, right? If things feel a little bit unstable, your commitment towards the things you really want, whether it's your goals, relationships, work, what have you, it's being tested now to see how bad you really want it, if you're really willing to put in the work. Okay, last but not least, we have Virgos. This is the Tarot of Pagan. Okay, let's see where you guys are at for March. Good shuffle. Okay, Taurus. And now we are on to Virgos. My rings just want to constantly fall off. It's driving me nuts. Okay. Just one more after this. Okay. So you guys as well have got the Hermit card and you've got the Five of Swords. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius or you could be dealing with a Cancer with the Chariot here. But it's showing here that you guys have sort of, you guys almost not that you're wallowing in self-pity, but you're dealing with basically it could be relationships or issues that are basically causing you to feel like you've just almost like you just can't get past it in a sense, like a grieving sense, like you're grieving something out. And you decide to go within because you really want that movement and you really want to make those smart decisions so that either you can make a move you need to make, set those proper boundaries in place, and have those relationships or what have you go in your favor. Now it shows in the past that this worked for you, this almost fiery nature, right? With the Knight of Wands. So again, you could be dealing with what do you call it? Brain fart with a Leo. But it's showing that you were getting movement the way you were doing it, but obviously that isn't working for you now because here you have the Knight of Cups reversed. So I always think of it as someone dealing with relationship issues, dealing with people that like some sort of sense of disharmony that's shuffling you up emotionally in a sense. And that shows because you're not putting in the effort. This is your guide's card with Virgo, and you guys aren't able to really get noticed for your hard work because of all this that's on your mind instead. So you more or less haven't been able to give to others the way you want because you're not giving to yourselves, and you're almost feeling like a lot of you could be dealing with Geminis. You could again be dealing with Scorpios in this case, but basically it's just saying that the people around you are stuck in the situations they're in. They're bringing you down emotionally. You're not able to give to them the way you would really like. So going forward, your hopes and your fears here is that you don't want to be a risk to those you love emotionally. You want to be able to help everyone around you, which is very much a Virgo trait. But it's all going to be about what you guys put in this month. So if you put in the effort, you're really going to notice some changes, even if it doesn't feel like it at first. But keep that fiery drive and sort of that want to help other people, but also put yourselves in the forefront as well to make those relationships work, to get towards those goals you want this month. And you really can't achieve them. You just may not notice the results right away. So let's really get for you guys. It just feels like emotions are going to be running high, being tested a little bit this month. But you guys are the types that are caregivers. You're very driven to succeed. So just don't put so much pressure on yourselves, but be willing to do the hard work. Okay, one more shuffle. We get for Virgos for March. Okay. So Virgos, you got first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. This has been one that's been common because it's going to be all about the hard work that we all put in, right? More so than anything else. So what you put in is what you're going to get out. Then you get new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. It's all about passion and the end result. If you really want something, you will do what it takes to get it. But make sure that you're not doing it to your own detriment at the same time. And last but not least, you got supermoon. Emotions are running high, which is quite obvious at this point in time. We already know that emotions are running high for you guys. So keep your emotions in check. Make sure that you're not overthinking things, but you're putting in the effort that makes it work, makes the work well worth it. And you'll definitely see a lot of good changes. So Earth signs, I hope you have a wonderful March, and I will see you next week for your weekly readings. Take care.